Good afternoon, everybody. It's John Dozatel, and I wanted to bring another video to you today, part of our Good Life video series. Some of you have asked lately, what the heck is this good life that I keep hearing about and seeing you post on social media? Are you on a perpetual vacation, posting pictures across the United States, bragging about your epic vacations and interludes in Florida and Colorado? And I really want to emphasize absolutely not. Mel and I do enjoy posting our pictures and seeing silly little places that we've been, but the good life to us, and it's so important that we get the message to you guys, is way more than going and bragging about geographic or natural places that we've been. The good life for us was the discovery of going back to our roots and discovering that nature for us allowed us to go deeper into ourselves and really discover what life was about for us, a purpose driven life. And for us, we kind of got lost in life in our daily routines of shuffling paperwork and working in business and the materialistic world that we all, or many of us, find ourselves succumbing to, automobiles and TV sets and all those goodies. And taking a break a few months ago and taking our gypsy trip across the Southwest really took me back to my childhood during more simple times, and when I was really into kind of spirituality and metaphysics. And my dad was into dreams, my mom was into psychic phenomena, and I kind of gravitated back as I've gotten older more into, I hate to say it, I don't even hate to say it, hell with it, I kind of gravitate back towards my parents. And had a really profound experience on that trip, as many of you I've spoken to individually about. But you know, what is the purpose of my own life? And how can I leave a legacy, some small pinch, make this planet a little blue, a little more bright, a little bit better shining star than we entered it? And so we said, well, what's this good life? Well, not just for us. And that's the message that I wanted to bring to you guys. It's not Mel and I having a good life. That's the important thing, too. It's how can we, as ambassadors, how can we get everybody to go and have a good life for themselves and also to help others have a good life as well? And so, our meetup group that we started recently, some of you have maybe seen, is The Good Life, leading a purpose driven life through nature. Well, how do the two come together? Some people say, well, maybe I don't like going out in nature. Well, for us, going out in nature is what unleashed or allowed us to kind of look at the big picture. And the best analogy I can explain for me personally was sitting in a room doesn't give you a very big picture of the world. But when you go into a town, you get a little bit bigger picture of the world. And then when you go into a big city, and then when I traveled, heck, to the Philippines to meet Mel for the first time, I get a global sense of the world instead of just a isolated sense of the world in the United States. And seeing the telescopic images from the James Webb telescope lately, it really puts things in perspective of just how small we are. We like to look at ourselves as Americans or Europeans or Mexicans or whatever. But when you look at that telescope, looking back at Earth or some of these planets, you realize we are not separate. We are together. We're one. And so I said, well, using nature has allowed me to kind of look at the big picture looking down. And how can I use that big picture to lead a purpose driven life and to help others? Recently, we decided to start writing and videoing a monthly story. And I was seeking a story. So I decided to write a magazine. We have a magazine coming out on the 1st. And part of it's pre-written content because my God, I couldn't write a 48-page magazine to save my life every month. But part of it's our own written content every month. So you guys are going to see our magazine out on the 1st of the month. A couple pages are going to be ours. And I went out searching for a story to write. And then I finally realized, hell, I can't find the story, but the stories will find me. And my God, the stories are finding me. So this month, we had a family member in the Philippines, and he was really struggling with thyroid issue. And I had thyroid cancer, guys, in 2017. It was nasty. Mel has Graves' disease, and she's got a major problem with her thyroid. And we had a family member who's really struggling with thyroid issue, and he needed surgery. He couldn't breathe, and we all need to kind of come together and help him out, and we did. And it gives me such a great satisfaction. It's not about bragging about helping somebody out for my own pat on my back, but that's part of the good life. It's you know a little less materialism and a little more of bridging the world and that purpose driven life. But using that nature for us is a way to look at the big picture. So we get out in nature a lot, and we encourage some of our friends to do so because it really tunes in the brain to what is the big picture for us? Do we really need that material object, or maybe a little less materialism, a little more participation with our friends and our loved ones in society? And so back to my real estate business. As many of you know, I've quit selling real estate, selling, and we try to flip things completely 180 degrees and gone from selling to how can we improve people's lives. Great, the sales happen as a background, but I hope that wherever you guys are at today, you're having a good life. I hope that explains a little bit more what we're trying to do. And it's really important to me. I want to build this. I want to build our meetup group. I want to build our magazine. I want this to build on its own. I want this to really, if we can make a difference in people's lives. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm going to continue to make these videos. I'm going to continue to go out in nature. I'm going to continue to push our message. And I hope we're inspiring somebody out there. Thank you guys very much for watching our videos and watching me be silly at times. Thank you guys very much for wishing all of Mel and I our well wishes yesterday for our 7 year of knowing each other. And I hope you have a very blessed day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.